Hello everyone, this is Troy Harper here dropping the Ash Podcast here at Harper Cigar Lounge. How y'all doing tonight? Glad I could be here with you for just a little bit. Just want to spend a little time with you and tell you guys to have a great St. Patrick's Day weekend. And St. Patrick's Day, that's coming up on Monday. And just wanted to tell you guys I appreciate you guys and I thank you guys for being a part of all this. You guys are very important to me. So when you're out this weekend, make sure you're being responsible. Make sure someone drives you home if you're drinking. Don't overdo it. Have a great time, but keep yourself safe so I can see you back here again. But anyway, tonight I'm smoking this Romeo y Julieta, and it is called a, let's see here, it's called The Real Twisted Love Story by Romeo y Julieta. I've had this in my humidor for about a year now. I bought this at the Tinderbox in Rapid City, South Dakota, last St. Patrick's Day of 2023. So it's been a year now since I've had this in my humidor, so I thought it'd be time to smoke it. But anyway, it's got just a really nice Barber Pole wrapper. And this cigar is a 4 1/4 by 46. Just a really nice cigar. Taste notes so far, I'm getting vanilla and some milk chocolate, some leather, some cedar, and putting off some nice smoke in the air, getting some nice kind of coffee aromas in the air from it. Just a really nice silky wrapper, not veiny really at all, just really nice and silky and oily. And it's burning pretty good so far, but just really good cigar, guys, really good cigar. And just wanted to share this with you and let you know what I think about it so far. And if you've had this before, let me know what your experience was with this. But just a really nice little cigar, and it's probably about a 40-minute smoke, maybe, I'm guessing about 40 minutes. And so I'll keep you posted, because I probably won't finish this before this podcast is over, but I'll keep you posted on how this continues to do, and I'll let you know all my I'll let you know everything I feel about how the cigar is. But anyway, but so far, good ash building up, good taste notes, good aromas in the air, good construction. And so I'm going to probably rate this right now 95 right now. So hopefully I won't have to do any relights or anything like that. But in the beginning of this, I had a little wick on the end that I lit. And but the cold draw was really nice. It had cold draws of vanilla and honey, and the wrapper just a very mild tasting wrapper around it, and just taste notes of leather on the wrapper, and some natural sweetness as well. So anyway, tonight I'm wearing my Peter Criss shirt from Kiss. Someone that I look up to very much, Italian and Irish gentleman, so I thought that would tie in good, my shirt, with this podcast tonight. You guys usually see me with my work clothes in my podcast, but I just happened to be able to get home and change before I did this, so from work, so I was glad I could kind of put on something a little more relaxing tonight to be with you guys. I've got my Boston Scally contender cap on. So there's the inside of it. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's the inside of it right there. So there's what it looks like on the side, and there's my Boston Scally cap pin right there. So this is one of my St. Patrick's Day hats, and wanted to wear that tonight for this podcast instead of one of my work hats. So So anyway, but I wanted to tell you guys to have a great St. Patrick's Day and a good St. Patrick's Day weekend. Just be safe while you're traveling out there. Tonight, I just kind of wanted to give you a rundown on some of my lighters and cutters that I use when I travel. My last podcast, I talked to you guys about what you need when you travel. So I kind of want to get a little more depth of some of the things that I kind of collect and carry with me off and on when I'm traveling, or just everyday use also. But I get into my cutters first. Here's one of my Christoph guillotine cutters, and it's got the backing right there, so you can catch the cap when you cut it. It's really not a cutter that I use very much. It's a Christoph cutter. I got this free when I bought some Christoph cigars at one time on Cigar Place. And then here's my Oliva cigar guillotine cutter, and this one's got the open. This is opened up here, so this one's good for cigars like this. This cigar is good for pretty much anything, but pyramid cigars that have kind of a pointed end. That's really not, well, I'm sorry. This one's good for anything, but what I try to do is stay away from these if I'm going to be cutting a cigar with a peaked end, because it just won't go all the way through. Where this one it will. This is what I had used on my cigar tonight, was this cutter here with the backing in it. So, and then here's my Perdomo lighter cutter, and it's got the backing on it also, so it traps your cap after you cut it. And then I've just got this Gotham cutter. It's just a cheap cutter that I travel with if I'm on a plane or something. So if it does get taken, it's not going to affect me too much. I didn't even pay anything for that cutter there. So, and then here's another guillotine cutter that's opened up. More of a silver, kind of a chrome cutter, pretty sturdy cutter. So those are some of my cutters. And then of course my Deadwood Tobacco cutter that I got from the Deadwood Tobacco Company a couple years back. So that's been a really great cutter. And then of course I've showed you guys my Xife lighter cutter combo. This has the V-cut on it, and it's got the lighter and cigar rest on the back. And then on my last podcast I talked to you guys about a punch. So this is what I was telling you guys about. You just screw this on the end of the cap, and then you twist it in, and then you twist it out slowly, and it'll pull some of the cap out. And it's really good for little small cigars, smaller than, like around this size or smaller. It's just really nice to just have enough on a small cigar to be able to get a draw out of it. So that's what this is for, which I don't use this very often unless I'm really smoking a pretty small cigar. But anyway, so that can go right on your keychain if you want it to. So anyway, this is a Cohiba brand punch cutter, so there's that. So and then for my lighters, I've got this really nice lighter here. It's a 3-torch flame right there, and it's got just a nice blue, kind of a shiny finish to it. And I'm trying to think. It's called a V. The brand of this lighter is V-Sol. So anyway, so there's that. And then here's my Deadwood Tobacco Company lighter, and that's got just a 2-torch flame on it right there. And let's see here. And then I've got my Oliva. It's a single flame lighter. And I don't think, okay, I got just a, there he goes. So that's just a single torch lighter right there. And my other diesel lighter. This one's a single torch also, right there. Pretty powerful little flame on that. And then let's see here. Then of course on my Xiphe, it's got a triple torch lighter too, but it's got a really big flame that comes out of that. So, and then for this last Christmas, my son bought me this Kiss lighter here. Oh gosh, I always forget the name of these. Zippo lighters. So anyway, so there's that. And sometimes I'll use this for my cigars. I'll use that once in a while. And then here's my dad's Old Navy Zippo. You can't see it very well, but it says W.F. Harper, Port Arthur, Texas. And then on the back it says U.S. Navy 1965 to 1971. I don't know if you can maybe kind of see that just a little bit. So anyway, so that one works pretty good too. There's the flame on that. So I had to do some rehaul on that one since my brother passed that on to me that he had from my dad. Had to do a rehaul on that, but it's working great now. So sorry about my stand here with my camera on it. And then I think I kind of showed you guys this on my last podcast. On some of these lighters, you have a little screw on the bottom there, and you can adjust the flame to be higher or lower. So that's what this comes in handy for. And let's see here. And then showed you this on my last podcast, but it's got the draw poker to open up your cigars if there's too tight of a draw. You just kind of slowly twist it through so you don't go off the side. You don't want to go off the side of your cigar, you want to go right down the middle. So there's that. And on the other side, I've got my nubber. So there's that. If I want to smoke my cigar down to the nub, there's that for you. That's what that looks like. So anyway, those are my supplies just for everyday use in my cigar lounge, or if I'm traveling to a cigar lounge, or if I'm just traveling. So but anyway, and then just always make sure you guys got your butane to fill your lighters if you ever need to. And right here I've got all kinds of different Boveda packs. Let's see here. So here's my little 69%. Those are good for my little tins of cigarillos that I keep around. And then I've got these 72% Boveda packs. They go great in some of my travel humidors. And these are what I keep inside of my desktop humidors. I keep about 3 to 4 of these in each of my desktop humidors, maybe 6 of them, depending on how big of desktop humidor I've got. And then I've also got a 69% that I usually throw in my electric humidor. Even though I keep distilled water in that, I put one of those in there too, just to kind of help keep the humidity levels more stable. Seems to help a little bit. So, but anyway, so that's kind of a rundown on my supplies. I kind of talked about some of that stuff with my last podcast, what you need when you travel, but I kind of want to get more in depth of what I actually do carry with myself, with myself when I'm traveling, or when I'm going to places, or if I'm just hanging down here in my cigar lounge. So anyway, I didn't want to keep you guys too long tonight. I've got a lot going on with my family, so I wanted to take a quick break and get a good cigar in, and let you guys know that I'm thinking about you, and everything. And you guys are in my thoughts all the time. I appreciate all of you. Love all of you. And I appreciate you guys being a support to myself and my Harper Cigar Lounge group page and YouTube channel. And please join both of those and leave your likes and feedback. I'll hope to get another podcast in here, hopefully by Monday night or by Sunday, hopefully Sunday night. Hopefully I'll be able to get my Harper Cigar Lounge podcast in. I'm writing material for that right now. I'd like to get that done and for around St. Patrick's Day. So I hope to do that. And but other than that, I've been just a lot going on with family, and my mom's sick, so keep her in your prayers, and keep my family in your prayers. Just a lot going on, and with work as well. So I'm gonna keep trying to do these shorter podcasts with you guys as much as I can, and so I can at least stay in touch with you guys. And then the Harper Cigar Lounge group, or my Harper Cigar Lounge podcast that you can find on YouTube or on Facebook. I'll be still trying to do at least one or two of those a month. And so hopefully I'll get that next one in by, like I said, by Sunday. So we'll see what happens. But I've got a lot stuff planned for that one to make it pretty special for St. Patrick's Day. So I hope to get that taken care of and to be able to do that for you guys. But I'm glad that I could be here with you just for a short time tonight. I appreciate you guys joining me. And if you've ever had this this cigar that I have tonight, again, it's called the Real Twisted Love Story. And again, it's a 4 1/4 by 46. So I've got it written down on my hand so I don't forget. That's why I keep turning my hand to look at it, if you're wondering why. And I know I promised you guys I'd drop an ash for you this time, and I'm working on that. I'm hoping that something will happen here where that happens still. But I hope you guys have some special plans for this weekend, and I hope you guys will definitely have a good weekend. And I hope St. Patrick's Day will be a good day for you. Don't forget to wear your green. I know most of you will be working. I know I'll be working, so I'll be pretty busy that day. You guys, I hope you'll have a good work day on St. Patrick's Day. Hopefully you don't have to work too late on that day. But I hope you guys can get in a good cigar this weekend with a family or friends, or if you're just by yourself too. When you guys get together and hang out, just make sure you guys really cherish that time and enjoy it. And don't forget, what it took for these cigars to be made by the people that make them. A lot of process that goes in with these cigars. So make sure you cherish it and enjoy it. And don't rush your smoke time. Take that time for yourself to enjoy and reflect on your life. Try to keep positive and try to think about all the great things that are happening in your life while you're smoking, and all the things that you maybe take for granted, that I take for granted too. I take a lot for granted at times, I feel, and when I get in a good cigar, I'm able to kind of slow down and take some more time to myself to think about all the great things that have happened in my life and the things that I should be thankful for. So but I'm hoping that this isn't burning out on me here already. Give it a little bit of a relight here. It's been doing pretty good overall. This is my first relight. So not a bad cigar so far. But when you smoke these, don't take them for granted. Enjoy them. They're pretty special cigars, premium cigars I'm talking about in general. It just, it's just, I don't know, you know, each cigar is a beautiful work of art that's made by human hands, and it's you know, a lot of people have taken the time to really make sure the processes are done correctly, so they're made better, and so your experiences are better. So make sure you just take that time to enjoy, and don't rush your smoking time, and just enjoy. Like I said, there's a lot of people that took a lot of time to make these for you, and it's just something to not take for. It's something to definitely not take for granted. So. But I'm hoping that this cigar will burn pretty well the rest of the way, and it's just a really good tasting cigar. I really like the taste notes in this. It's more of a mild to medium strength, I would have to say, cigar. And I really have been enjoying the wrapper. Definitely just looking at it, and the band, that I just really like the band on it. And I love that Barber Pole wrapper on it. And these are even harder to make, because they're having to take two different wrappers at the same time, and wrap the binder and the filler, with that. So it takes a little more technique to make a cigar like this. So that in itself makes me appreciate it that much more. But I've been really into collecting Barber Pole cigars this past year. I've been trying to find some different Barber Pole cigars. They just got a really good taste, and they're just neat looking, and I just really enjoy them. They're just really, really neat cigars. I've been finding all kinds of different Barber Pole cigars, and they're just very unique, very unique. And there's even some Barber Pole cigars that have 3 different wrappers that they use. And on my next Harper Cigar Lounge podcast for St. Patrick's Day, I'll be kind of getting into that a little bit more with you guys. So you'll have to tune into that podcast to see what I'm talking about, I guess. So, but you guys have any rituals that you do on St. Patrick's Day? I really just like to build it, if I can, just have a nice cigar that kind of ties in with Thanksgiving, or ties in with St. Patrick's Day. Have a Guinness beer with it, maybe, and just sit back and relax with friends and family, and just relax and take it easy. That's about it for me. I really not into the bar scene or anything like that, so I usually don't go out to the bars. I usually just hang out with friends and family in my cigar lounge, or maybe someone else's house or something like that, or on their deck, or maybe in their smoke lounge. So last year I had the privilege of spending St. Patrick's Day at the Tinderbox in Rapid City, South Dakota. Was down that way to visit family, so got to go in there and hang out and smoke a cigar that was pretty similar to this. Not sure if it was a Romeo y Julieta, but I can't remember what that other one was. But it was a Barber Pole also, but it was a little different than this one, I know. But I did buy this at the Tinderbox, just never had a chance to smoke it. So I'm glad I could do that tonight with you guys, definitely. So, but like I said, make sure you go to my Harper Cigar Lounge group page, and if you haven't joined that, join that, and leave me a comment on there so I know you joined, so I can get in touch with you. And then also you can find this podcast on the group page, or you can go to YouTube and find this podcast. If you're on Facebook right now, you can find this on YouTube as well. But I'd like you to go over to YouTube and join my YouTube page under Harper Cigar Lounge, and like and leave your feedbacks and share the videos. I've got other videos you can check out if you haven't yet. But make sure you leave your feedback, make sure you leave your likes, and join that group page on Facebook under Harper Cigar Lounge, and as well as the YouTube channel under Harper Cigar Lounge. And that's where you'll find my Harper Cigar Lounge podcasts, which are based more around discussing hard rock, heavy metal, and of course premium cigars as well. And then this one here, I'm just going to continue to focus on just cigars and any kind of cigar content. So, but please join that group page and join my YouTube channel, and leave me your feedback, leave me your likes, and share the videos along to others out there that are maybe getting into cigars, so they can kind of get more involved in the cigar community, and learn, maybe learn, from all of us that have been smoking for a little bit now. So, but if you know of any new cigar smokers, make sure you pass these videos on to them and have them check it out. Hopefully they'll learn something from it. And that's really a lot of my intent on this, is to just pass information on to help your experiences to be better. So, but I really do enjoy being with you guys, and I'm really glad I can be here, definitely with you tonight, for a short time. And I've really been enjoying this time with you. And this is really starting to build some great ash on it. And it's got a nice even burn line, really, so far. And so the one relight really did seem like it helped take the cigar to another level, I guess I could say. It was burning good before the relight, but since I've relit it, it's really doing better. But still, just a mild to medium strength, I'd say, on this cigar, on the wrapper, and it's still putting out some nice smoke and aromas, and the taste notes are still kind of leathery cedar, like a leather and a cedar, and some milk chocolate, earth. I'd say even some earth taste notes as well. So it's doing very well. Really enjoying it. I wish I had another one of these. I'll have to try and find some of these along the way, hopefully somehow. But yeah, very good cigar. And boy, that ash is really building up nice. But again, when you guys are out, going to cigar lounges or going out with your friends, make sure you have what you really need so you can make your experience even better with cigars. Make sure you have the right cutters. Make sure you have maybe several different cutters depending on what kind of cigar you end up smoking. So you're always prepared to have the right cutter for the right cigar. And make sure you have the right, your lighters. Make sure you have lighters that are, going to help light any kind of different cigars you smoke. So make sure you have maybe several different lighters that will help you be able to light your cigars the way you need to. Make sure you carry some extra butane, these little cans of extra butane with you. Make sure you carry that, and then, get one of these. I got this on eBay for about, I don't know, 12 bucks. That has the nubber and the draw in it. Sometimes you'll get kind of a tight cigar that has kind of a tight draw on it, and those draw pokers are really nice. And if you like to if you like to get as much out of your cigar as you possibly can, like I do, those nubbers are nice to have that I showed you, so you can smoke down to the nub. There's a lot of flavor in that nub. A lot of people won't smoke past the band, but once this gets down to the band, I'll take the band off, and I'll smoke it down to the nub as far as I can go without burning my lips. So anyway, still building some really nice ash. But anyway, gosh, guys, I can't stress enough how important it is to make sure you have everything you need with you if you're going to go to a cigar lounge or friends' houses or out somewhere to smoke. Just make sure you have everything you always need to make your experiences the way it needs to. So you always want to do whatever you can to make your experiences the best they can be. I just want you guys to always have the best experience possible. So, but I hope you guys have been enjoying this tonight. So far, I'm really glad I could be with you guys a little bit tonight. I'm really enjoying hanging out with you guys. There's been a lot of stressful situations in my life this week, and this has been a nice little break to be with you guys and to smoke this wonderful cigar here. So, but I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna rate this a 93 right now. I've only had to relight it once, and it's just continuing to do really well. It's continuing to build really nice ash, and it's the construction's great. It's not cracking or falling apart on me. So I'll go ahead and take that band off. It's getting pretty close to it. So, and if you guys do have a cigar lounge, make sure you do have a fire extinguisher in case anything ever was to happen. I know you guys have seen me drop my ash on the floor, and usually it's not hot enough to burn anything. I've got cement floors down here, but I do have an area rug, and sometimes an ash will get on my rug. But you definitely always want to be prepared in case something ever was to happen. So make sure you guys carry kind of a small fire extinguisher or some kind of a fire extinguisher in your cigar lounge. So if anything ever was to happen, you're prepared to take care of that issue before anything else happens. So a family my wife knows had their house just burned down, and I'm not sure what the reason behind it was. I'm not sure what, we're not sure what caused it. They're not sure what caused it either. And but they're not cigar smokers, so I know it wasn't because of that. But you just never know, when something can happen in your home. Especially if you got a cigar lounge in your home like I do, you always want to make sure you're prepared, for the worst, I guess. So if anything happens, you don't lose your home. So it wouldn't be worth to lose your home over a cigar or an ash or something getting on the floor. But when you guys are done smoking in your cigar lounges, if you're in your home or in your garage or wherever it may be, when you're done with your cigar, put it down inside your ashtray. Don't leave it on the cigar holder on the edges. Put it down inside of your ashtray, and don't, just let it burn out on its own. And it'll burn out on its own, but don't leave it laying somewhere where it can fall and start a fire. So keep it down, put it down inside your ashtray, and leave it in there, and don't dump your ashtray out or anything like that into the trash can or whatever until you definitely know that ash is done, that cigar is burned out completely. I usually don't dump my ashtrays immediately. I will wait until like the next day. That way I definitely know when I do that cigar is totally burned out and there's nothing inside hot that can cause a fire in my trash can or something while I'm gone. But when you guys see me dropping ash, it's because I'm a professional. So don't try this at home. So that ash is going to, I think, stay on there. So I don't think it's going to come off, but it's really burning nice still. Really, really liking how that ash is building up. And if you guys want to hang with me just a little bit longer here, we'll see how much longer we can get this ash to go before it maybe falls off. So, but yeah, I don't have a lot of plans this weekend. Just pretty much with, just working and being with family pretty much. So, yeah, my son just bought a new house. I've been helping him move, and so just been with my son a lot, helping him and trying to spend time with, my wife and my other son, Jason, as well, and trying to balance work and family life, so and trying to get in a cigar once in a while. Lately, I have not gotten in too many cigars. I've just been so dang busy. But it's good to get one in when you can. I wish I had time to smoke 2 or 3 a day, but I don't. So when I do get to smoke a cigar, I really appreciate it because I just don't get a lot of the time like a lot of people do. So I appreciate my cigar smoking time, maybe more than others, because it's an opportunity I don't get to have all the time. If I'm lucky in the winter time where I gotta be inside more, I may get in maybe 3 a week. In the summertime, I might get in 5 a week. So anyway, so I do appreciate the time I get when I am able to do it. So, and again, if I didn't show you guys, I'm wearing my Peter Criss shirt from Kiss, Italian Irish guy, and he was the first drummer for Kiss, and so he's what really got me into music. If you guys know me well enough, you know I'm a pretty big Kiss fan, but on top of being a Kiss fan, I'm a huge Peter Criss fan. He's definitely my number one hero, I would have to say, when it comes to music, besides my buddies and Striper. But his voice and his drumming style and everything is really what made me want to get into music more. And I was 8 years old when I discovered who Kiss really was and discovered who Peter Criss was. So anyway, but just wanted to wear that shirt tonight. I thought it would tie in good with St. Patrick's Day and with the green and with my Boston Scally cap. So I don't know if I showed you guys that very well, but this is a cap that I bought from Boston Scally Company, probably a couple years ago. But this one's called the Contender, and there's the inside of it. And I've got a Boston Scally cap pin on the side there, so for St. Patrick's Day. So this is one of my favorite hats, and I've got about 4 or 5. I got about 4 different St. Patrick's Day hats. I'm Italian and Irish, so but I really love the whole theme for St. Patrick's Day. Gives me a chance to celebrate my Irish ancestors and my Italian ancestors. So, but anyway, so I hope it looks good on me tonight. I hope you guys are digging my look tonight. I usually have my work clothes on, but I managed to get out of my work clothes and be able to wear something a little more comfortable tonight before I was able to do this podcast. So, and that ash is still building up very nicely. So, definitely going to probably rate this a 95 just because of how well that ash is staying on there and how well that construction is on there. It's just really, really good construction and really good ash. My gosh. This might be one of the best cigars I've had where it keeps the ash the way it's supposed to. So I don't know if I'll be dropping an ash tonight or not, guys. I know I told you on the last podcast that since I didn't drop one on the last one, I would work on dropping 2 for you tonight. But this is even better than dropping an ash, building up a nice stack of dimes is what they call that. It looks like, when you look at a perfect ash, which I think this ash is just perfect, it's called stacking dimes. It looks like a bunch of dimes stacked on each other. You probably can't see that very well, but I can see it pretty well from my side of things. So pretty amazing. But when your ash stays on like that, you know you've got a great constructed cigar when it will stay on there like that. That's amazing. So just amazing to me. But again, this is the band off of it tonight. So really cool cigar. Really cool cigar. I would definitely recommend this to you guys. Really would recommend this. This is just, and it's a nice mild medium strength cigar. So it'd be good for a beginner also, I'd say. So anyway, great cigar. Really good cigar. And again, I always forget the name of the cigar, but I know it's called the Love Story, but I always forget what kind of love story cigar this is. But it's the Twisted Love Story by Romeo y Julieta. So, but anyway, and I think they call it Twisted because of the Barber Pole wrapper on it. So, I think that's where they came up with that name. So, really beautiful cigar. But yeah, I don't know if that ash is going to drop off, guys. I know you guys are hanging by a thread and on the edge of your seat right now, just waiting for me to drop an ash for you guys. I know you're waiting. I know you're waiting. So anyway, but I hope you guys got some. I do hope you guys got some great plans for this weekend with your family and friends, and I hope you guys can really sit back and smoke a good cigar with each other, and maybe have a Guinness beer or some kind of Irish whiskey, maybe, to have with your cigar. So anyway, well, I don't know. I don't think this is going to drop. I think it's going to keep going. So I think I'll go ahead and let you guys go, and I will continue to finish the cigar and to see where it goes with it. I'll leave you guys some comments on how the cigar ends up, and I'll let you guys definitely know my final rating on it in the comments as well. But thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I hope you guys do have a safe St. Patrick's Day on Monday, and enjoy this weekend with your family and friends, or if you're just by yourself, enjoy your time to yourself to relax and to enjoy a premium cigar. Make sure you get one of those in. You deserve it. So make sure you do that. So anyway, guys, again, there it is. Still holding on to that ash, and I'm still stacking those dimes. So, but anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day to you guys, and keep rocking, keep smoking out there, guys, and have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Make sure someone drives you home if you've been drinking. Don't drink and drive. And I will see you guys in the comments, and I will see you on the next podcast at Dropping the Ash podcast. So anyway, good night, guys. Bye-bye.